Minister of State for External Affairs, Government of India, Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi, Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, President, Navy Wives Welfare Association, Mrs. Kala Hari Kumar, men in uniform, and everyone present here. It's a delightful moment for all of us. I'm extremely honored and privileged to be at this extraordinary G20 THINQ event organized by the Indian Navy, the Navy Welfare Wellness Association, in collaboration with G20 Secretariat. Navy's thoughtful endeavor to take a school quiz competition to global stage with G20 THINQ has evoked appreciation all around. The Indian Navy Quiz THINQ went global this year to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Kaal, with India assuming the chairmanship of prestigious G20. And let me respond to the Admiral. You are limitless because you sail beyond the horizon, and that's what you have done. By going beyond traditional boundaries, the Navy has transformed this competition, G20 THINQ, into a beacon of unity, promoting cultural exchange and friendship among G20 nations. Friends, this initiative speaks volumes about the Navy's commitment to not only ensuring our maritime security, but also in contributing to global intellectual discourse and cooperation. This event has seen participation of young and brilliant minds across the world. It has contributed in strengthening the bridges of friendship with G20 partners. Imagine the kind of body language they emanated when they came on the screen. I was absolutely charmed by their dress. I inquired about it. All of them felt at home, away from their home, in the land of culture that is our Bharat. I am overwhelmed at this impactful, challenging engagement of the youth, signaling productive and impactful people-to-people connect. Globally, people-to-people connect is highly impactful, goes a long way in securing harmony and peace in the world. Generating this people-to-people connect with these impressionable minds will be a game changer, and I am sure such events would further be emulated. The innovative event G20 THINQ has imparted unique, and friends, it is unique in several ways. The way it has been conducted, the way there has been exposure of participants to every nook and corner of this country and the culture of this nation, stimulating intellectual experience to thousands of young minds on both a national and international scale. There is no substitute to experiential learning. Experience is all important. Faced with experience, we carry indelible imprint of it. The quiz competition, the concept has been very thoughtfully evolved, and it indicates what has been our theme for thousands of years, Vasudev Kutumbakam. We are a civilization unrivaled in the world with thousands of years of ethos, and this was most significantly, impactfully reflected when we had G20 events all over the country for about a year. And the concept is, world is one family. This nation, Bharat, has always subscribed to this sublime principle. And in such a perspective, it is in sync with the G20 theme. And the theme carries a message to the entire world of peace, prosperity, and happiness. And the theme is one earth, one family, one future. This has been integral part of our civilization for over 5,000 years. Credit goes to all the stakeholders for making this resounding success with seamless management, and there have been no fault lines. The national round saw participation of over 11,000 schools where students from class 9 to 12 or equivalent participated. Their wit was tested. Look at the figure, more than 11,000 schools from every part of the country participated. It was a keen, intense competition. DAV Public School Gurugram emerged as the winner, and we had the occasion to see them performing here also excellently by getting a slot in the midline. What is more significant and what indicates inclusiveness is that there has been participation in the international round from G20 plus 9 nations, their number being 23, and drawn from various continents of the globe. The semi-finals were evenly balanced. When I saw the result was being announced, I could feel the cheer. I could feel the happiness. It was a moment ever to be remembered and cherished by the winners and also the participants. This is not just a competition being celebrated. We are celebrating collective spirit of curiosity, knowledge, and friendship, and this has brought us together. I must express my admiration for the winning team. Congratulations to Singapore. It is only coincidental that they happen to be people of Indian origin. Your dedication, hard work, and intellect have propelled you at this position in global challenge. But let us not forget, in an event of this magnitude, every participant is a winner, as was reflected by the Honorable Minister. Every participant is a winner. In every sense, each participant, each team, each nation represented here is winner. Each participant representing his country, her country, with pride has contributed to the richness of the tapestry of ideas and perspectives that make events like this so enriching and thrilling. The bonds formed, the lessons learned, and memories created are lifetime treasures. Imagine young, impressionable minds being in Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, having contact with similar impressionable minds. They will go a long way. This connect would have geometric impact. G20 THINQ befittingly marks the concluding chapter of a series of significant and notable events held since December 2022, as India passes G20 leadership to Brazil on December 1, 2023. Friends, the world acknowledged our inclusive phenomenal rise, our rich and vibrant culture, and there the reflection was in 60 locations, in 200 interactions, The functions were held. The footprint of G20 was there in every state and union territory of the country. G20 presidency has elevated the status of the nation at a global stage. The world was stunned having seen such an organization, and the result was for welfare of humanity. Our presidency has been inclusive, ambitious, and people-centric. It embodies both our way of life as also our global outlook. It is a thread that connects us together, not as members of a nation, but as integral players of a global community. Today, it has become India's clarion call to the world for peace, harmony, and humanism. The vision of the leadership has truly made it, and I emphasize, this has been unique G20 program, unique G20 presidency. It became People's G20, was celebrated as a festival all over the country, and the world, the members, rejoiced it. A soothing outcome, a wholesome outcome, a statesman kind of an outcome. India's presidency has brought the voice of the global south into the heart of G20 discourse. This is a game changer in world polity. The inclusion of African Union as a permanent member of G20 on the premise of India's initiative and consistent efforts is a historic step. This inclusion will strengthen G20 as never before. Friends, New Delhi G20 Leaders Declaration, there were many heartbeats. The world was watching whether it will be divisive, whether they can secure unanimity. And at the end of the day, our inclusive approach, vision of the Prime Minister, his deep commitment for global welfare resulted in a consensual document of far-reaching consequence for global peace and harmony. G20 Leaders Declaration is not a document, it's a historic declaration. What is indicated therein spells out how in future nations will conduct themselves in accordance with a legal regime and global order. It is global acknowledgement of India's role in bridging North-South divide and overcoming strong East-West polarization. Both these aspects, friends, had headwinds. They were not on center stage. Our Prime Minister worked hard, had a vision, he got it executed, it fructified in the shape of the declaration. It is thus, from every consideration, recognition of Bharat as a voice of peace and moderation in a world ridden with divisions, facing conflagrations. Initiatives, friends, taken by India during the summit, like the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, a very significant development, will be highly impactful in global economy. This has fructified, coupled with the Global Biofuels Alliance. Both these steps, historic steps, have sown the seeds for a more connected future with a key leadership role for Bharat. India is the largest and oldest democracy. It is mother of democracy. This also hosted G20 Parliamentary Speaker Summit, or P20, in October this year. Parliamentarians from across the world came together and reaffirmed their commitment towards making an effective and meaningful parliamentary contribution to the G20 progress. The Prime Minister has also hosted 2 sessions of the Voice of Global South Summit this year. So India has essentially held 4 such meetings in a single year in which over 150 world leaders have participated. This exemplifies relevance of India in our contemporaneous times. This also clearly demonstrates the convening power of India and the leadership of the Prime Minister at global level. Friends, I am thrilled. I am grateful to Navy. Recently, I have attended some functions organized by Navy. They were first of its kind. They were very thought-provoking, very ably managed, but this one has indeed been unique. We will have to compliment those to whom this great idea occurred. This idea has the potential to be nerve center and epicenter of global connectivity right from the beginning. My compliments to Indian Navy, the Navy Welfare and Wellness Association, and G20 Secretariat for their foresightedness, statesmanship, dedication in organizing an event of this scale in this manner with no fault lines, as I indicated before. Friends, as we look forward to the future, let the spirit of G20 THINQ continue unabated, reminding us that despite our diverse backgrounds, we are united by our common pursuit of a brighter and more interconnected world. Let us continue to pave way for a future where collaboration knows no bounds. Friends, it will be a delightful moment if the quiz master is also quizzed. And I have no doubt, going by the enormous talent of the participants and the winners, the quiz master will take home many learning lessons. Jai Bharat.